All right, guys, we just finished our game here at HCU. Coach, what were your overall thoughts of the game?
I thought Houston Baptist did a great job. Coach Cottrell had his guys ready to play, and I thought that especially in the second half, they were aggressive, and we didn't step up to the plate, and we didn't compete hard enough, to be very honest with you. And at the end of the day, one team's going to always outcompete the other one, and tonight they outcompeted us. We've got to be much better defensively. We've talked about this for several games in a row now in the second half about playing better defense, and tonight it was not any better.
Coach, did you feel, kind of handcuffed just with the number of guys they had in foul trouble in this game?
Of course, but you know what? That's part of athletics. And when one man, goes down, the other one steps up. That's the great thing about being a team, and that's the great thing about athletics is that you're 16 people on the team, and all of those guys are good enough players to help win a game. But it starts with your effort. It starts with your discipline, and we've got to be better in both of those areas, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Ross, what do you think was the biggest difference in this game?
I agree with Coach. He always talks about how we need to bring the fight to our opponent, and how we, you always perform better when your back is against the wall and you're in a street fight. And tonight we were in one of those positions, and we just didn't step up to the plate. HCU did a great job of being aggressive and putting us in difficult spots, and we, at the end of the day, we just didn't get the job done. We need to communicate better. We need to play harder, and honestly, it just starts. It starts in the beginning of the day. It starts on the practice floor, and this is, like Coach said, this is something that we've been talking about. So it's something that we need to respond to, and we're a tough team, but these are times of adversity, and we need to step back up to the plate and respond with a message.
Ross, what, if anything, can we do just to cool teams off in the second half of these games?
Play harder and communicate. At the end of the day, like Coach said, the team that competes the hardest and fights the hardest wins. And right now in the second half, we're not doing a good job of bringing the fight to our opponent, coming out lackadaisical. So more effort, more communication, and just more toughness and all-around fight from 1 through 16. And, that's what we need to do a better job of.
Coach, I guess what will be your message to the team during this week of practice as we return back home?
Well, we've got to get back to the basics. The basics of guarding the basketball, of rotating and helping, of ball screen defense. We did not do a great job in our ball screen defense. We weren't aggressive. We didn't have good hands. When the person rolled to the rim, we probably gave up 4 layups just because we didn't rotate over and bump the guy and take away the layup and make him throw the long pass and then go close out. So, these are fundamental mistakes that we're making. There are things that we've done hundreds and hundreds of times correctly, but we, for whatever reason, did not do those tonight. So we've got to get back to the basics and become the defensive team, the good defensive team that we've been in previous games.
All right, thank you guys.
Yep.